went to art school. Growing up, I was always the art kid. I would always doodle my favorite cartoon characters, sometimes on the wall.
I drew Clifford for you.
Thanks. Almost every year during Christmas, I would always get one of those giant plastic art kits I'm sure a lot of you other artsy people got. And sometimes, as a teacher was talking about a new project, alrighty, and for half the grade, you guys have to draw something. This is a small tangent, but one time during my high school history class, we were watching a documentary about a certain infamous dictator. His dreams were ruined as he failed the entrance exams for the Academy of Fine Arts. What do you want from me? I did graduate though. I have my diploma. Am I doing anything with it? I don't know. So yeah, I'm a little artistic. Wait. So after graduating community college, I moved all the way to Denver to earn a bachelor's in 2D animation. Ooh, how did you choose your art school? Was it your dream school ever since you were a little child? And after working so hard on your portfolio, you got accepted and... I googled cheapest animation schools. Oh. Back in community college, they only had observational drawing, meaning my professor would set up objects like milk cartons, cubes, apples, etc., and we would have to draw them. Shocking, I know. But when I went to art school, they had a different kind of observational drawing. Life drawing? Is that what I think it is? Oh my god, it's a new drawing class. I 100% should have known / expected to have a figure drawing class, but it still took me by surprise. However, through the term, I quickly got over the shock factor, and by the time I got to life drawing 2, it was, alright, let's do this! Woo! My professor would also walk around the classroom and critique the progress of everyone's drawings. Alright, looking good. I love the sketch lines. I would tighten the foreshortening on that arm a bit, but it's turning out really well. Alright. So we're taking a stylistic approach with this one. What the f*** is this? I was going for a feeling. My professor would also draw with us. He would bring in this custom briefcase of art supplies he owned and whip out absolute masterpieces. My drawings were pretty alright too. My animation classes were my absolute favorite though, of course. Yet they definitely had the most workload. Hey, would you want to grab a bite to eat? I can't. I have lines due at 11:59. I'll just bring you back something. Is that a furry? Despite that, I really enjoyed the classes. My main professor for 2D animation always had a new story to tell about his days in the industry. And he even worked on some of my favorite childhood movies. He could also read you like a book. One day, I was working on keyframes for one of my projects, and he comes over to my monitor and says, you don't like drawing ears, do you? How do you know that? I'm drawing a hand. He also made this cursed feet drawing one day. So let's all take in this masterpiece for a bit. The other element that made the classes so much fun were the students. So let's get one thing straight about art kids. They're weird. I can say that because I'm one of them. If you go to an art school campus, you're gonna see multicolored hair, interesting outfit choices that they somehow make work, and ears with tails. 'Cause we're quirky like that. These things are synonymous with art school, like frat boys and white claws. Yeah, but girls with cat ears are super hot. Oh yeah? Well, everyone wants a cat girl until you have to clean her litter box. JoJo Siwa did what? However, art kids are some of the most accepting and kindest people you'll ever meet. I made many friends there, and for the first time, I was surrounded by so many people who shared my same love of animation, art, even fandoms. This is an actual road I grew up on in Kansas. Now imagine trying to explain anime to anyone here. There's that Shelby kid doing her doodles over there for big bug-eyed people. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Not to mention, the people I went to art school with are super talented. Just look at some of this work. Check them out, I'll have them linked below. Much like my peers though, the school also had a lot of unique charm. It used to be a tuberculosis hospital, and is now known as a historical site, meaning the school can't physically change anything about the campus buildings, only give it the landlord special with paint. But because the school couldn't make any physical changes, some classrooms definitely had a hospital look. Like, I would be eating my chicken sandwich in the cafeteria, which was down in the basement, and I would think, yeah, I could tell this was a morgue. Which was fitting, because the animation classes were held in that same basement. And us students looked like corpses anyway. Speaking of the basement, one time the school had a minor flood, because any singular drop of rain in Colorado causes a flash flood. But honestly, it could have just been me bringing over a little bit of my apartment's curse. My art school experience was filled with joy, sorrow, exhaustion, passion, and enough caffeine to kill a Victorian child. But I want to change anything. And anyone watching this video, I challenge you right now to draw something. And tag me in it on Instagram, but only if you want. With the rise of AI art, it's more important than ever that we stretch our creative muscles. Personally, I missed when the biggest discussion of what makes art art was a banana taped to the wall. As much as I liked Warrior Cat role-playing and Animal Jam, I would go back and tell my younger self now to draw even more and experiment with new ideas. No! No! You need to practice ears! Please! Because someday, your friends in Discord will notice your sleep-deprived bad anatomy mistakes after you upload a video. Hello everyone, I hope you had a good 4th of July. So first off, I want to give another thank you to everyone who submitted their beautiful art for this video. And definitely please check them out. I'll have them linked below. Second of all, I'm so sorry for this cat girl thumbnail, but it had to be done. I've actually been finishing up this video for the past 12 hours, so I'm definitely just tired. So I don't really have a lot to say for this end card. Someday I'll post a video without me working until the last minute before the upload. Someday, not today. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I had a blast working on it, and I will see you in the next one. If you like it, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, thank you guys so much, and I'm gonna go to bed now.